Captain Foley here, and today we're going to be talking about the latest episode of Lower Decks. That's Season 2, Episode 2. Forget the guy's name now. The stuffing in my head makes it so I can't remember his name. What's the name of the episode, guys? Anyway, welcome back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the conversation tonight. Anywho, I need my iPad, but it's hard to hold right now. Hold on a second. Don't worry, I'm still here. I just need to refresh this. Kayshon, his eyes open. That's it. So yeah, Kayshon, his eyes open. Foley, when he became a puppet. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Sorry, just had to come over here for a second. Fleetpaw asked if I'm okay. I mean, I'm all right. So Captain stole Kayla's sex helmet too. Well, safety first, I think. I mean, hey, you know, when you have the rough, kind of weird, kinky sex, things happen, and having a helmet is sometimes a good thing. I mean, not always, but sometimes, right? Sorry, guys. Yeah, giant spot from the Infinite Vulcan. Pretty awesome, eh? Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to go get turned back into a person now. This is really uncomfortable. Even though I haven't eaten lately, I always feel so stuffed. Well, the dad jokes are still on point. I mean, hey. Anyhow. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. I love you. Oh, hi, guys. Yeah, that was kind of rough. But don't worry, I feel better now. The captain looks like a collector, judging from all the stuff. Yes, I am a collector, for sure. Absolutely. And happily so. I didn't try to get data, though. I gotta say, I didn't try to get data, even though there's a rumor going around that we all have. Olivia Julius, $5. Sorry I can't make it to the whole live. I got a coolant leak. Coolant leak, people. That means your starship's gonna blow up, especially for the Galaxy class, because they're a piece of shit. Every time there's a coolant leak, the damn thing blows up. So just letting you guys know. Be careful, Olivia. And there was nothing I could do. Had to perform a saucer separation. Oh, okay. Giant Spock is dead, apparently. Yes, BJ, turn on. Not a band account, $2. Since you're a puppet, are you immune to COVID-19? Sure. I'll say yes. I don't know what else to say to that. Where's up in an hour? Poor Giant Spock. Olivia Julius, $2. Careful, Fleetball. He might try to acquire you. I would. He is rare, having a good moderator. I mean, I've got like Matt and Fleetpaw. So good moderators are hard to come by. So because he is so rare, he might be on the acquirement list. can't turn back into a person for a full hour. Hey, Stuart, are you Stuart or a clone? I mean, I'll never tell. It's up to you guys to decide. FleetPod, $2, 10 out of 10 for having dad jokes, 2 out of 10 for a bad one. That was a good one, man. Stuffed. Come on now. The rank pips are corn. I love that explanation. Anytime you see somebody with the wrong rank pip, you know they're talking about people like us. People are like, oh, look at that. In this episode, he's this. In this episode, he's that. You know that. That's hilarious. Laxatives, his cheeks spread wide. Wow. Rude chef. Yeah, have a good one, man. Will Boimler must return. Oh, he will. Don't worry. I love that they kept them both on the Cerritos, or got him back on the Cerritos and kept him on the Titan at the same time. That was so well handled. I like that. Love the Temerian. Yes, I did too. Very awesome. Answer to every question my captain asks is sure. I'll say yes. The cap is only the puppet of his admiral. Aww. And before I read Not a Band Accounts super chat, and then I'm just going to give you my initial thoughts. Fun episode, a lot of references in this one. Stuff like a Horta egg, something as simple as that. The Excalibian, I mean, amazing. The giant Spock from the Infinite Vulcan. I mean, the only episode of the animated series that was written by Walter Koenig. Very cool. Very cool. So we're going to go through, of course, tomorrow and film a bunch of stuff. We're going to show you all of the little things we saw. We know in the collector's rooms, there's a lot there. If we miss anything, by all means, you'll let us know when you see those videos. But we're also doing a spoiler-filled review tomorrow that we're filming to release in the mid-afternoon. And, of course, we'll have our full live review tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you can tune into that, please do. But overall, really like this episode. Love the Titan stuff. There was a few little things that bugged me. Like, Riker says, we've entered the system. How are things going? It's like, you were already in the fucking system. You launched the shuttle. I mean, maybe they were in the neighboring system and the shuttle warped over I don't know, but stuff like that was kind of stupid. And, you know, get us out of here, warp 5, 6. Like, stop that, please. I mean, it was funny once. Don't do it again, especially in a serious situation like that. Other than that, I thought the Titan stuff was great. I thought the Boimler explanation was fantastic. The collector stuff was obviously awesome, just seeing all those references. Even the whole the whole Dennis Nedry thing was really good. So, I mean, there's a lot there. This is a really fun episode. Really good episode. I really enjoyed this one. So, there it is. That's the truth. Because Stone Foley said so. I'm not stoned, but you know what I mean. Not a band account, $2. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Probably mint chocolate chip. That's the one that's my go-to one. Other than that, Rocky Road's really great. But yeah, mint chocolate chip. Mark Lawrence, $5. Got some Starship Troopers vibes from that Sonic shower scene. Watching you and Tesla AI day at the same time. Revealing monster hardware right now. Ooh. You like your Tesla stuff, man. Good to see you, Mark. Good to see you. Yeah, the Sonic shower scene, I really wish that there wasn't the fuzzed out stuff, I gotta say. I mean, it was pretty provocative, and Mariner looked great. So, I mean, Tendi looked great. I'm just saying, you know, hopefully somebody will remaster that scene. Yeah, Loperidon, I agree. He had an Oberth on his desk. The Pegasus, a memento to his toughest decision. Probably, yes. I think that's exactly what it would be. Plus, he probably likes the design of the Oberth class. Who knows? That corn was totally for you guys. I know, right? Olivia Julius, $5. So the security officer will be full-time on the show now. And what do you think of him? I think he's great. I think he's fantastic. We called it, he was probably going to be a security officer for like an episode. I didn't think he would be a full-time security officer, but I also didn't think he would be able to break the way he spoke. I love that there were some references in there, obviously, to the episode Darmok, with whoever in Dathan on the water. Oh, cooperation, like stuff like that was really good and really, really well done. But I'm glad that he says my standards not quite up to. I like that. I think that's great. So that was good. I like that. Cap, how do you compare Lower Decks to the animated series? Simple question. You can't. They're two totally different things. So, which Boimler is which? We don't really know. We don't really know. That's the thing. I don't know. The thing about Riker duplicate is you never find out if both are Riker split or who is actually the duplicate. It is left open. Yeah, doesn't really matter though. They're essentially the exact same. So I get what you're saying, but it really doesn't matter. Kind of crappy that one had to get demoted. By all accounting, he doesn't deserve to be demoted. I totally agree with you 1,000%, and that was really stupid. I wish the demotion didn't happen, but other than that, great way to keep them on both ships. I joined Starfleet to study Maas. The game said headset was there, yes. Libby Julius, $5. I saw the edition game in the room. It's Caldescott. Cadescott. The one that Seven plays with Naomi. I could think, and I could think. Okay, I saw the edition game in the room, and I could think. Oh, all I could think, I think you mean, was they were gonna wear them, and then the crew gets addicted. The edition game. Oh, the addiction game. Good God, I thought you were talking about the Caldescott board that was in the background as well. Ugh. Starfleet is strange with the promotions and demotions, yes. Titan's best looking ship. Wish we had it in live action shows. It is a cool looking ship for sure. And I'm sure we'll see it in some kind of live action format at some point. That would be awesome. Mike McMahon must run everything new Trek. Will Lower Decks Riker is more wild and over the top. Of the episode. Honestly, today's episode took me a little by surprise. I am glad the new security officer might be permanent and that he's learning a new language. Yes, I think that's very cool. I hate this fucking chair. It's very loud. That being said, you won't be able to hear the pug. Actually, I should turn on the captain's chair sounds. Maybe that'll disguise it a bit. If that's too loud and distracting, let me know. But chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream for the win. I mean, it's okay. If the sound's too annoying, let me know. The fornication, oh, it was so Klingon. Nintendi, oh, that's so cute. Matt Boardman agrees, mint chocolate chip for the win. Brian must have just tuned in. It's just the QMX captain's chair sound effect for the bridge. I could change it to that's one of the things about the QMX captain's chair I'm not really a big fan of is the sound effects. There are much better sound effects on the Art Asylum captain's chair for the bridge sound effects. Like QMX really fucked that up in my opinion. Captain, do the lower deckers get co-edited all the time, all the way to Starship Troopers? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't like I don't like that whole setup they have with the bunks and the co-ed shower thing. I think it's fucking stupid, especially for Starfleet. 85 people watching, 54 likes, guys. Hit that like button if you can. Please feel free to super chat. It helps support the channel, shows your love for A, me, and B, for the channel and the content we make, because we do make a lot of great content for you guys. There will be a lot of videos coming out about this one for sure, so stay tuned for those. Make sure you click the bell notification icon to all so you get notified every time we upload, hopefully, but YouTube messes that up all the time. And also just make sure you just subscribe to the channel, very important. But hit that like button, guys. Let's get those likes up to at least 75. I'm sure we can do it very easily. I'm glad that Boimler pointed out what Trek is about. The action stuff was over the top. Yes, that was almost like a slap in the face to Picard and Discovery. So that was kind of funny. Didn't get the demotion part. The communal showers seemed very Starship Troopers. Yes, I agree with both. They kept calling the one who stayed on the Titan the clone. They did, but it's not confirmed for sure, so. He would do anything for Temba, but he wouldn't on arms unfurled. I love that the clone screwed over Boimler. Or was it vice versa? I don't know. That's a discussion to be had. Would Boimler do that, or would the clone do that? I was wondering how the Universal Translator was able to figure out the Temerian language. That said, I did like Lieutenant Kayshon. Yes. They just demoted him to keep him an ensign with the sea crew. Yes, this is true. Caddis Scott. There you go. Thank you. It's 24 degrees Celsius. Men and women can shower together. What's it? Or the 24th century. Oh, 21st century. Men and women can shower together without getting weird. Oh, I understand that, but it's not something that's ever been a thing with Starfleet ships. I mean, maybe in the early days of Starfleet, back before Enterprise came out and they screwed all that up too, with the early Romulan War stuff, maybe, but Caddis Scott. Yes. I did not catch the giant Spock reference first time watching. Oh, I did. Instantly. I'm like, holy shit, that's awesome. Yay, we get to see Spock's skull. I mean, for all intents and purposes, yes. There was an Terran Empire flag there, yes. So season 1 Shaq's rank mistakes were actually Korn all his time. I wonder whether this was an inside joke. Probably yes. Probably yes. I think they were definitely referring to Shaq's, but definitely channels like us that point that shit out all the time. They're probably like, ugh. So I think that's fucking hilarious. A sci-fi story I'm working on, I include teleportation Star Trek style just to show the horrible things it can do, from teleporting antimatter weapons and duplicating people. Okay. I have, and that's the 23rd century. I totally need that green screen background. Totally need that for my green screen. Totally need what? Sci-Fi Nation. The corn thing is corny, but it is a stretch, believable explanation. And nobody liked the sound. Wow. I turned it off, guys. Relax. Tricorder sex background effects. That's funny, loud meme. Starfleet should create a lot of transporter clones, put them in cryo, and bring them out the next time the Dominion level enemy appears. They should also have them as backup for in case somebody dies. You can just bring them back. Just bring their clone and implant their new memories in there, and you're good to go. 90 people watching. That's just awesome, guys. 65 likes. Hit that like button, guys. This one for sure is one of... For me, this is the best one of season 2 already. And we're only 2 in. So this was a fun one. This was just a fun ride. I'm interested to see whether Samuel liked it or not. I'm guessing that he's not going to be the biggest fan of it. He'll say that the Titan was underused. He'll say that the whole thing with them entering the system was stupid. Just guessing here. What else will he say? I don't know. He might like it. He might love it. I don't know. It's really hard to say. Anywho, I don't want to find out why. Just piss off, man. Okay. Tendy in the sonic shower. Oh. Tendy in the sonic shower. Her breasts bare. Yes. Oh. Well. You need engine sounds in the background. I can do that. But yeah, they commissioned officers and then get treated like they're students in a dorm. They're basically college graduates. Yeah, basically the words were always translated correctly. The problem with the Temerians communicate in metaphors, you need the context to understand what those mean. So yeah, you just need to upload their cultural database and then do cross-referencing with the computer, and you'd eventually figure that shit out. So. Is there a spin-off of Lower Decks about a waste treatment ship? Would it be called Upper Decker? Ha ha ha. So could the Borg Boimler be the Titan one? Ooh, maybe. That's interesting. Yeah, I never thought about that. I think Captain Foley knows more about a live-action Titan than he's leading on. Where's Commander Cockings? I smell a spoiler. Dun, dun, dun. I gotta see what's going on in this other chat. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Why is it not loading? Hold on a second here. I gotta. My evaluation says that I micromanage my crew. What the hell, damn guy? All right, let's see what's going on. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, mods. Keep an eye on things. I don't think it's who you think it is, though. But yeah. Sci-Fi Nation, $2. I need those sounds for my green saber background. Oh, okay. Well, I still don't know what this show really is or what it wants to be. I'm still watching. Some of the references are eye-rolling, though. Oh man, I'm sorry you feel that way. It's not supposed to be anything. Don't take it so fucking seriously. It's a show. Relax, have fun with it. It's using the canon and making fun of it. It's showing references in the background that are hilarious. Like, just enjoy it for what it is. Don't overanalyze it. Don't be the fandom menace, who's it's ruining canon. Just fuck off. Just enjoy it for what it is. It's fun. I don't know. Temerians speak like intellectual crackheads. Okay. 24 degrees Celsius, so Canadian. Yeah. Wasn't Jet seen as lieutenant in the first season? Yes, I believe so. And I think that's another reference to the corn. It was probably just a piece of corn. Because I love how Rutherford says, oh, she got a double promotion. You jumped over lieutenant junior grade and you're just a lieutenant. He's like, no, it's just a piece of corn. It happens all the time. It's like, that's hilarious. Maybe he was just a ensign the entire time. First thought of dead Starfleet officer, then I saw how big it was, and I was like, that's the giant Spock from the animated series. Ha! Yes. The Infinite Vulcan. When the Universal Translator found out that the metaphor is meant, it can now translate the meaning most of the time with the occasional slip. Seems like it, yes. Although he did say he was having troubles learning standard, so he was trying to speak standard, and so yeah. he still uses the metaphors, which it doesn't translate. It translates the... Anyway. Love how the doctor said she'd fix him for being a puppet in an hour. Yeah. I'd feel weird showering with anyone, my sex or the opposite sex. It's funny that Boimler has been in transporter accidents twice. Soft Dream says, nice lit atmosphere. Thank you so much. Tiana has hots for shacks. She's a randy one. Yeah, the doctor did have the hots for shacks for sure. Medallion, I agree with you. I did like this episode more than last week's for sure. JB, that conversation about corn pips definitely had a kernel of truth to it. Me and Puppet Foley do not approve. I know. Come on. I make the bad dad jokes all the time, so they're allowed to every once in a while. So. Didn't they use the transporter to resurrect Picard in like season 1 of TNG? I wouldn't say resurrect, but I think it was season 1 or 2, yeah. What's the double Boimler show? What the double Boimler show is personality and decision making starts diverging as soon as duplicated people are separated based on diverging experiences. Yeah, I thought about that. I mean, Thomas Riker was on the planet for a long time, had to live with the fact he might not see Deanna again and all this. So I can understand the change in personality and whatever when he finally does, they do find him. I thought it was odd with the Boimler thing, but it could be. Who knows? I thought the same thing. So. The Stanleys, Mariner actually resolving the conflict with her fellow officers instead of trying to one-up each other like Disco. Mark Lawrence, I've got enough corn to be Federation president. I'm a mess eater. Aren't you the Federation president, though, here? You're one of them, anyway. I'm going to make a Packlet character in Star Trek Online next and name him Corn Pip. What the fuck is Corn Pip? That's a great name. Mariner deferring to other officers for their expertise. That is growth. The one who stayed on the Titan was the one who came up in the shuttlecraft. Yeah, which is the real Boimler. Jeremy, I still can't watch the transporter accident scene from the motion picture. Still muting it. It's messed me up as a child. Oh no. Foley and Cockings at Trekyards. Kern on the cob. My God, the puns. Damn, just got home to stay here and hang or go watch the episode. Go watch the episode, man. I'm not worth your time. I crave corn now. So all corn references here are amazing. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Maze. Ha. But you don't micromanage us. We are free to make decisions on our own. Sure. Just watched it. Killer Vax were hilarious. What are they going to do? Suck us to death? Oh my God, they're going to suck us to death. And my mind went to a bad place when they said that. Just saying. Wow. Picky Whiners Club. Who are you referring to, Loud Meme? People need to get this show. People need to get the shows for laughs. If your crew is complaining about you micromanaging them, probably you're giving them too much freedom. Okay. I honestly feel the references this season are way better integrated. Thomas Riker led directly into resolving the plot and setting up the Boimler thing. Someone makes Cap's fandom impression into a meme and a GIF, please. LOL. Is Boimler a senior staff member on the Titan? It appears to be. He was in a briefing. He's on the bridge. He's at the helm station. So I mean, I don't know. I think Riker likes the guy. That's one of the reasons he got on the Titan, right? So when you complain about micromanagement, corporate classic maneuver is to crack down even harder. Floating Roombas, they suck at catching all the dirt. But see, if your vacuum sucks, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because it can be both. So now there are 2 Star Trek characters named Jet. I wish Kayshon only spoke in metaphors. I expected him to, yeah. True, just ask anyone who had a shower for gym class in high school. What the hell are you guys talking about? That thing is freaky. What thing is freaky? Canon is important, and I still enjoy this show, unlike the other Star Trek shows. At one point, I seriously thought that Beckett and Jet would rip the puppet in half, and I was worried. Yeah, I was worried something was going to happen to the puppet, too. Fleet Pop puts in $2. Theory, Clone Boimler is a Packlet in disguise. Packlets are really stupid, though. And big. It's interesting, though. I like that. Medallion. I'm not only the Federation president, I'm also a client. Captain, is the Titan the same size as Voyager? The Titan, I think, is a little bit bigger than Voyager, if I recall correctly. Samuel would know more about the sizing, because he uses the ships, but... Jonathan says, I have a theory that Shax isn't really dead. They never actually said they found his body, so he could still make a comeback. Death fake outs are common in Star Trek, at least in TNG. Absolutely. Edward from the Star Trek short treks was a Packlet. He had to have been. Is that screensaver a new version of System 47? No, it's not. It's my own creation. AR, that scene messed me up. Poor Sonic. The Great Cornholio. I need tippy for my bunghole. Bungholio. Hezraz, or maybe those Delta Quadrant aliens will bring Shax back to life, but not really him. Just use his I mean, hey, I can see Shax coming back, because we do see him in a preview clip for the season. He's standing with the rest of the crew. You see him from the back, kind of like a back and a high up shot, and you see Shax there, with the Temerian as well. So I think Shax will come back at some point, but it could be like a Voyager thing where that lady was dead and then she came back, but she was an alien and they tried making her human again. Could be something like that. Loud meme, the trolls who take Trek too seriously are picky whiners. I agree, Loud meme. Riker was doing the Riker maneuver with the leg on the couch. Yeah, I noticed that for sure. Donnie is here and he says, okay, my latest DeviantArt upload has arrived in honor of National Aviation Day. Just search Don P1 DeviantArt. Happy National Aviation Day anytime. Okay, there you go. James Herring, give me warp on a 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's fucking stupid. I mean, for one episode, it's great. But not after you just save somebody from the clutches of death and you need to get out of there. It's too much levity with that, and I don't like that from Riker. Another captain maybe, but not Riker. Ezra, it would be funny if idiots in Packlet society were actually smart, but seen as idiots because they were not like everyone else. Or God 6, I got a Titan on my STO and I love it, but it's also on my Klingon tune. I named her IKS Praxis. I kept the tradition, all Luna class ships named after the moons in the solar system. Since it's KDF, I did Praxis. That's awesome. Hopefully it doesn't explode from overmining. Loud meme, Titan is a Luna class about 1/3 bigger than the Intrepids. Medallion, did anyone here go to Star Trek Las Vegas recently? I know a few of my friends went, and it was pretty awesome, but also not as great as it has been in the past. So it's kind of one of those things. I'm glad I didn't go, honestly. I wouldn't have wanted to have, you know, pictures with everybody in masks. All the cosplayers are wearing masks, and it's like, for fuck's sake, just. And then the pictures with celebrities are separated by glass. It's like, wow, that's just dumb. From now on, when I get rejected at bars, I'm using shaka when the walls fell. I should ask them if they're tired. I forget the line though. You've been running through my mind. Yeah. That was a sad episode. It was kind of. I feel bad for Jet. I mean, he's like, there's nowhere to sit down. Just pull up a fucking chair, dumbass. Sure, they're in a booth, but there's chairs. Pull up a chair to the table. Poor Jet, though. Yeah, I feel bad for the guy. I like him. AR, I think Shaq's dying in season 1 was a reference to Tasha dying in season 1 of TNG, being chief of security and all. He went out in a way cooler manner, though. Probably. He'll come back as a bad guy. A Romulan. He'll come back as a Packlid. The Packlids found him. He wasn't dead. They tried healing him and ended up using Borg tech, and he turns him into some kind of weird robotic Packlid thing. Captain, do you think we will see a Delton in Lower Decks? Probably. Cap screensaver looks like a YouTube playlist. The loading circle gives it away. This is exactly what it is. Hezraz, can you understand the differences between the two Boimlers? Boimler 1 is screaming as he was transported to safety. Boimler 2 had to fight his way to a shuttle pod and off the planet. Riker liked jazz, but they based his entire persona around it for the show. Hope they move past it eventually. Totally agree. Totally agree. Riker said there may be another player involved with the Packlids. Any theories? Remnants of the Dominion that have been left behind, maybe a Wayun. So we are going to meet a Shax from an alternate timeline who came back to make sure the alternate future doesn't happen. Maybe that's what that might be. Lab Meme says my group Phantom Battalion said it was disappointing at Vegas. Yeah, I heard that. A lot of the celebrities canceled last minute. I've seen pictures of the dealer's room and there's like nobody there. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's my dog. I'm not farting. It's not my stomach. It's a dog. Ferengi as villains wouldn't make sense. They would be retconning it back to season 1 of TNG, and they suck bad. Yes, this is true. So did the writers fake you guys out with the Excaliburs in the trailer, real versus the real episode? Somewhat. Not, because when we were doing our breakdown of the season 2 coming this season, and you see the Excalibur in the background, you can tell it's dead because its ribs are showing in its hip joint, and you see the dead Abraham Lincoln there. So Samuel thought it was a museum, and I kind of agreed with him. So it's not really a museum, it's a collector ship, so a little bit of a fake out that way, I guess. Oh, the Voyager episode with Lindsay Ballard was sad. You meant, okay. That was a sad episode, yes. Jersey, on the one hand, I'm glad Boimler didn't get demoted for doing anything wrong. On the other hand, it's still disappointing that he got knocked back to ensign at all. Don't know why he couldn't stay a lieutenant. Lieutenant junior grade, but yes. PJ Tron, I rewatched the first episode of season 2 and enjoyed much more. I think it will be the same with this. Laughed the first time, but we'll get more out of it. Lower Decks is rewarding for second viewings. Yeah, I've already watched it 4 times today. It's just part of my routine when I do these. So it was good every time. And every time you're seeing more and more references. And after we go through all the references and show them to you guys, you'll see them even more. So stay tuned for those. Let's see what we're at. 86 likes with 99 people here. That is amazing, guys, at 99 of you here. Thank you so much for joining me. Hit that like button, though. Anybody else super chat, I'd really appreciate it. If you can, please do. How about this? Every time you super chat, I'll bring in the little puppet Foley to read the super chat. And That might be a thing. I don't know if anybody would be interested in seeing that. Probably not. But he's got a little phaser. The Trekyards badge on his chest. I thought the extra jab reference was supposed to acknowledge the certain cheesiness of Riker as a character. Not a cheesy character, though. So, is the Boimler on the Titan going to be Borgified, assimilated? Probably. That would be my guess, yes. Wei-Yun, wasn't Combs in a clip of the previews, just audio, but still. Probably. I'm not sure. Also, people got promoted on Voyager without transfers. Yeah. Jeffrey Combs is going to be voicing something this season. Dun, dun, dun. I could swear I heard Jeffrey Combs in one of the new Lower Decks shows. Probably, yeah. Devo says there could be a rogue Ferengi who prefers the old ways to the new reforms put up by the Grand Nagus. There you go. There you go. Sci-Fi Nation, I think Wei-Yun 9 was in Star Trek Online. It was canon, but leaves the possibility. But it's not canon, but leaves the possibility. Yeah, it's not canon. Bring back Brunt. FCA. Loud Meme says, I hope sometime we see the Voth again. Lower Decks version would be lizard-tastic. JB says, with that line about the corn on the color, do you think there's a kernel of truth in there? That was already used tonight by somebody else that commented, JB, but yes. Good one. Cheese says, you got a push of you. That's awesome. It's a plush, but yes. And Cheese is my son, Thomas. Yeah. I hate this fucking chair, just for the record. Chef Cook, Captain, do you think that the Titan is an upgrade on the Phoenix and better design? Upgrade of the Phoenix. No. No, is my answer. Loudbeam says, I like the plush Foley. I mean, hey, smarter than me. Hezraz says, I was just guessing, unless that the Titan Boimler is like Will Riker and the Cerritos Boimler is like Thomas Riker. Both don't know, but original Boimler screwed over duplicate. Those miners are stealing our snacks. Fleetpod Swiftback. Oh, here we go. $5 super chat. Want to see Puppet, Foley, and Cockings run the live tomorrow for a little bit. I think that would be both funny and relevant. You should do it. Well, spoilers, guys. You guys, all 100 of you that are here are getting a sneak peek. Because what's going to happen is tomorrow we're going to give when we do our edited review, in the morning, we're going to give our thoughts on it. And then we're going to have a flashing purple light that turns us into these guys. They're going to do the majority of the review. And then we are going to edit that and put it out in the afternoon. So spoilers, you're going to be seeing these guys doing the review. This is that's me, and this is Samuel, and Samuel also has these as well. So, but yeah, so thank you Fleetpaw for the super chat. That is amazing, guys. Hit that like button. We have 96 likes. I want to get to 100 likes. I'm kind of an asshole is what you are. It's true. I know where you get it from. Don't look at me like that. You're gonna kill me in my sleep, aren't you? Pop quiz. How many roles has has Combs played in Trek? All right. I'm not counting all the Wei-Yun because that's stupid. So Brunt, Wei-Yun, the Andorian from Enterprise. I can't think of his name. He played a changeling. also played a game master guy with an episode that had The Rock in it. He was that guy. Um, I'm gonna say, for some reason, the number 7 or 13 pops into my head. I want to say 7 for sure, and 13 more as like maybe a voice or something or whatever. But I'll go with 7. 7, I guess. Jeffrey Combs will be voicing 40 characters this season. What? Jeffrey Combs is playing an evil computer. It's in the season trailer. Oh, okay. There you go. Wasn't the Phoenix a Nebula class? Yes, it was. Evil computer is playing control. Fleetpaw, is the cheese in the chat the son you yell at that threatened to beat you? No. The cheese in the chat is the son that's moved out and is now working as a municipal enforcement officer. So he's moved out. This used to be his room, but now it's my room. No, the other one is not cheese. Tinfoil Ninja. But is Riker cheese free? He's definitely, that has eye rolling moments in TNG. Well, he's definitely got some cheesy, absolutely, but he's not, as a character, as a captain, he's a very serious, when the ship's under attack, and he's a very serious guy. So, have you seen the Eagle Moss horror collection? Yeah, the Discovery ships. They're fucking terrifying. Hazraz, I love how dumb the therapist was. He sees the puppet and runs over and wants to use it in therapy. Clearly not seeing the sign on the puppet saying it isn't a puppet. Yeah, it's one of those, show me on the puppet where the bad man touched you. One of those? I don't know. Sci-Fi Nation, are those action dolls handmade, Cap? Yes, they are. My mother-in-law, the Admiral's mother, the Grand Admiral, I don't know what you'd call her, she made them, so. Madge Mac, show on the puppet where the bad person touched you. There we go. Joshua Farrow throws in $5, and it's a super chat. So, see? Yeah, they wanted you back. It's fine. Is that Enterprise EMV 300? I was wondering if it had control like the NX class or touchscreens. EMV 300. What? He means the ring ship over there. Yeah, that's the CVX 330. Wondering if it had controls like the NX class or touchscreens. Probably like the NX class, because we actually have an episode coming out about that ship, if Samuel ever edits it. I know, not the Samuel doll, he won't edit it, the other Samuel. I know. Every chance you guys get, ask Samuel where the ring ship episode is, because I want to see it, because it was really great. Feed me Seymour, bite me. Cough, Basil Rathbone, bite me. No. He's playing with my dolls. So, should be Boimler on the Titan be called Wilby? No. Combs played the Ferengi on Enterprise. Yes, he did. That's true. Hezra just had an idea. Show us some of the other Wayuns on lower decks, although the ones that never shown on screen in between the numbers. He was also the guy that wanted a holosuite program of Kira in DS9. This is true, yes. Next Productions. Oh, Mistped. I'll keep it. What? I don't know, man. Captain Robert April, has the giant skeleton in the blue Enterprise uniform been discussed? Yes. It's the Spock from the Infinite Vulcan from the animated series. Episode written by Walter Koenig, by the way. Hezraz, I think if Combs is in lower decks, he will have been mostly all the Star Trek minus the animated series and TOS. Does Eagle Moss have Discovery shuttles? That's terrific. They do. Pretty sure that was the giant Spock from the Infinite Vulcan, yes. Feed me Seymour, as there is a car species, do you reckon they could retcon Thundercats to appear as the same race as the cat people in Trek? Crossover episode, most Thundercats villains look like classic Trek. True. That is true. As there is a cat species, you put car, which is confusing. I thought we were talking about Transformers. But yeah, I mean, hey, that'd be awesome. The Cetaceans are just the Thundercats. That's great. Kayshon versus Kayton. Cetacean. My theory is that you're a transporter clone, Captain Foley, and that doll is the original you. I'll never tell. Mwah. That's just dumb. Question: do you think that the Phoenix is more powerful than the Titan? Which Phoenix are you referring to all the time? Uh, Jeffrey Combs played the alien on DS9 that wanted the X-rated hologram of Kira. The ring ship Enterprise is my favorite, says Soft Dreams. Well, then bug Commander Calkins, because we have a full episode filmed for that. He just needs to edit it and release it. Bite his soft, yarny butt. Okay. I suspect the Titan is better in a fight than the Phoenix. Oh, for sure. As the puppet reminds me of the freaky puppets in the Supernatural episode who suck the energy out of kids who watch the show. Or the in the show Angel, where Angel got turned into a puppet, and Spike is like, "Oh, you're a wee little puppet man." And then Medallion says Angel, yeah. Thundercats Trek crossover could work. It could, absolutely. It absolutely could work. It'd be better than some of the other ones they've done. So, there's a comic book crossover with Transformers. Apparently, they left before the nuking in World War III. Yes, there is the IDW crossover with Tiberius Maximus, where the Enterprise is a Transformer and turns into a giant robot. Captain Robert April. Gotta wonder what legal hoops would have to be jumped through for the Kzinti to show up. None. They've already mentioned the Kzinti in Picard. I think there's actually been a Kzinti reference in Lower Decks Season 1, maybe. But yeah, they definitely mentioned it Picard. So I don't think there'd be any legal hoops really at all. Feed me Seymour. We're watching Mirror Universe Foley. The puppet is the real Foley. Yes, and you'll never get him back. Sci-Fi Nation. There was a cat species in the animated series also, the Cetaceans. I think also seen in Star Trek 5 on Nimbus 3 at the bar, if that was one. Don't know if that was a Cetacean or not, but you got to remember the Kzinti are also cat-like, and the Kzinti also show up in the animated series. So I know you're talking about Emrys. She was one of the officers on the Enterprise, but yeah, there are a few cat species in Star Trek universe. The Enterprise ring ship. I think Triangulum Studios did a Truth or Myth beta canon on it. Yes, I think they did. Can't wait for our episode to come out. The episode Rascal and TNG gives Starfleet a way to live forever. There is a crossover between He-Man and Thundercats. Yeah, I have it actually. It's not bad. There's also a Thundercats Superman crossover. There's a Star Trek X-Men crossover. There's a Star Trek Doctor Who crossover. There's a Star Trek Planet of the Apes crossover. So, Sci-Fi Nation. I would say the Phoenix is more powerful, but I also thought his ship in Picard was called Titan. I'm probably wrong, though. Yeah, you are. Yes. Hello from Massapequa Park, Long Island, New York. Hello, Bill. How's it going? Bill W. Jr. Feed me Seymour. Bobcat Goldthwaite should play a captain of a Federation ship, but like his character Zed from Police Academy, and his ship had those mannequin's legs sticking out the back like his car in Police Academy. There you go. Mannequin legs as nacelles. Medallions yelling, "Ho!" Bruce Smith, what do you think of overlaying holographic projections of the main bridge on the battle bridge and vice versa, and this work on your ship's extra large bridge? I don't know quite what you mean. I'm assuming you just go down to the smaller battle bridge and have an overlay of the controls that are upstairs in the main bridge. I don't know if that's what you mean. Holograms have always been a thing in Trek. It's speculated that the blue around the TOS view screen represents that it's a holographic display, which is probably very likely because in the motion picture, before the ship launches, you see like a holographic grid on the view screen. And that's because the view screens, at least from the motion picture era to TNG, are all 3D holographic displays. Because you see change in perspective of someone on the screen as to where the camera is on the bridge. It's got depth of field in that view screen, and it looks like the person's there. It's in 3D. So I don't know what that has to do with what you said, but anyway. Fleet Paw, but is there a Star Trek Star Wars crossover? No, and there definitely shouldn't be. Chef Cook, is there a Thundercats crossover with Silverhawks? Not that I'm aware of. Sci-Fi Nation. Yes, all over YouTube. Yes, that's true. There's a lot of... I hate those. This ship's from this universe, battleship from this universe, and then this universe pops in as well. You got Battlestar Galactica, Babylon 5, Star Wars, Star Trek, fucking Halo. It's like, just stop. One or two of them are done fairly cleverly and actually have people and actors and are pretty interesting. Other ones that are just ship battles are like, for the love of God, just fucking don't do that. Just stop. It's just, it's not good. Captain Robert April, MRES is a quotation. As for the Kaczynski, keep in mind that Larry Niven created them prior to their appearance in the animated series, and they figured prominently in his known space book series, and there are lawyers. I really don't give a flying shit about his known space book series, and there are lawyers. But yeah, as far as I know, Star Trek owns the rights for that. They are in Starfleet battles. They have, like I said, they were mentioned in Picard. I believe Lower Deck season 1, but possibly not. So I don't think there would be much of an issue, you know. But anyway. It's interesting that Cerrito has different uniforms than Titan and possibly the rest of Starfleet. Yes, not the rest of Starfleet. All the other California class ships have the same uniforms, though. So we've covered this. We've done episodes on the uniforms and stuff discussing this. So if you want to check those out, go for it. Let's see. We have 106 likes with 92 people here. That is awesome, guys. Thank you so much. And don't forget, every super chat, it will bring back the puppet Captain Foley if you guys even really care. And there is still the last super chat slot. Not that we're anywhere near that because we're just not even at an hour yet. So, but anyway, yes, keep that all in mind. Star Trek and Legion of Superheroes and Star Trek Green Lantern crossovers too. Oh, for fuck, really? Wow. Hezraz, it is probably the same as how some companies use different uniforms for different areas or different divisions or different layout of stores. Yeah, pretty much. Feed me Seymour. Captain Zed is assigned to take the Admiral to a Democratic mission, but his old crew turns up and they drive off on a joyride. The Cerritos is essentially in a Merchant Marine Division Starfleet. I'll take your word on that because I don't know how that's structured and stuff like that. So, Fleet Paw says there's a Trek BSG one that I have watched that was well done. It's like 23 minutes long and it's pretty good. Darius says smash that like button. Well, don't smash it, just tap it, touch it. Usually it's a touch screen that you guys are working on, so don't wreck your shit. Hezraz, just wait. Some crazy person will make the Expanse Star Trek crossover, making eyes rolling everywhere. Yeah, probably. Sci-Fi Nation throws in $2. Bink. Look at that. I did it for the puppets. The puppets, yeah. Do you want your own Captain Foley puppets? Sci-Fi Nation? Is that what... Wait a minute. I don't know what he would do to you. Don't even ask. Yeah, you're afraid you're going to get crusty. Yeah, I know, but I don't know. Don't look at me. I don't even know what to say. don't think that he's. I won't even go there. Anyway, thank you for the super chat, sci-fi. The Captain Foley puppet is heading out for now. I love the part when they fixed the rank misplacement in TNG. Yeah, that explanation was pretty great. Feed me Seymour. When are they making Starfleet Academy? Oh, I don't know. When my pug learns to stop snoring. Do you hear this? Sci-Fi Nation, yes. Give me the puppets. What are you going to do to them, you dirty freak? Feetpaw, I can't find our Lower Decks uniform episode, Stuart. Are you fucking kidding me? Or I'm going to have to beat you again. We've done a lot of uniform episodes, and I know we've specifically talked about the different uniforms in said uniform episodes. Look up any uniform episodes. I'm sure we do one where we compare all the uniforms. I know we have. Ozzy, we want puppets tomorrow. You might get it. You might get it on the live. I don't know. You'll definitely get it in the edited review, but I don't know about the live. I'm sure we'll have them handy for the live just in case as a funny thing. But Captain Robert April, I need to find my Kermit the Frog and get my webcam working. Okay. That sounds like a good time for somebody. There's always somebody out there that wants to see weird shit. Bill says Star Trek versus Predator crossover. Who wins? Is the Predator fighting Klingons? Is the Predator fighting the Hirogen? There you go. I don't know. I love Predator though. I think that'd be a good crossover. That would be a good crossover that I could get behind. Merchant Marine is not part of the Navy, not even the Navy department. They're civilians. Modern militaries wear different uniforms in different places and on different missions. Yes, just watch Stargate, how many fucking uniforms they have. Snape, Severus Snape, Dumbledore. Okay. Hezra says, I got to admit, I kind of loved the part where the collector guy got crushed. He was a jerk. Yes, but maybe his head was okay because of the fornication helmet. Picard theory about how Q may change the history removing the Borg. In the new timeline, does Picard even make wine? I don't know, but there was Chateau Picard in this episode. There was a crate of it. Kermit the Frog, Captain. No. Dang it, I'm late, says Richie. Well, yeah, you are. I started the episode out as a damn puppet. Hirogen versus Predator would be cool. Can anyone recommend the best company for Star Trek ship models that you want to build yourself? Polar Lights, Round 2. It's called Round 2. Well, the company's Round 2 or Polar Lights, either one. Yeah, they make the best ones now. They have the license for them. I think they're the only ones that make them right now. If you want ones that are assembled and put together, Eagle Moss is the best choice for that. Miss Piggy would definitely be a Klingon. Thomas, my son is sending me. What the fuck? Let's see. Hold on. I'll get back to the chat in a second. Oh, no. I'll watch that later, Thomas. Australia is not real. Just ask a flat earther. Throws in $5 Australian. Ding! Yeah, you heard a super chat. That means Puppet Foley's coming back. I just finished watching all of Generations again, and I think I hate Picard because he's a prick. I think she meant to say, or they meant to say prick. I didn't mean she, sorry. I think they meant to say prick, because that looks like prick, doesn't it? I mean, yeah. Why'd you star out prick? He is kind of a prick sometimes, I guess. So, yeah. It's awkward. You know that, right? All right. Yeah, you go away now. Multi-gunman. Hi, Captain. How's it going? Hail, Kuroga. Hey, multi-gunman. Richie Appel. Maybe the helmet protected him. Favorite line of the whole episode. Ooh, Predator versus Alien versus Borg. Dun, dun, dun. That's a good one. Feed me, Seymour. I have a theory about the Laris. We'll get more than a couple of lines of Picard, maybe a few paragraphs, although they showed her on the trip. Oh, my God. That's okay. I like Laris. With a lot of great corn. Pin ranks. Sure. Bob says I'm still impatiently waiting on Inigo Mas Cerritos. Yeah, we all are. We all are. Richie says you can use the link for a discount, but aren't required to use it. If you do use the link, though, it shows where the traffic's coming from. It's an affiliate link, so if you click it, they know it's coming from Trekyards. And then when you check out, if you use the discount code Trekyards10, you save yourself some money. So if you want to click the link down in the description to get to Eagle Moss, that would be helpful. Bill says Starfleet Academy is in San Francisco, but did you know that when they shot on location at the Academy, it was in Los Angeles sewer treatment plant? Yeah, well, yes. It's botanical, the Japanese gardens. Hold on one second. My other son is being an idiot. I want to see what he's doing. Feed Me Seymour says, what Muppet would be what species in Trek world? I figure the Count is definitely a Vulcan. Oh, yeah, the Count would be the Vulcan. Ernie would be an Oompa Loompa. I don't know. You stand in. There you go. Captain Robert April says the Revell kits are good, but other than Voyager, they're not very accurate. So, Devo77X. I've been watching Blake 7 on BritBox. Imagine a Blake 7 Star Trek crossover. Blake was fighting a Federation in his universe. Well, there you go. Cool. Fleetpaw, here's the top 10 main Starfleet uniforms. That's not it. We don't mention it in a top 10 episode, that's for sure. Hezraz, I love Tendi calling him a pervert and then in the same breath saying no judgment. I know, right? I thought that was pretty funny too, actually. Sci-Fi Nation, you're right, but it does help out the channel by using it. Yes, it does help out the channel, and it helps you out as well because you can use the discount code. Madge Mac has ranked up to Admiral, or has joined the channel to rank up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Admiral. That is awesome. Thank you for joining the channel. That is awesome. That actually makes a big difference and is a big deal to the channel, so thank you so much. Captain Robert A. Well, the Cerritos is part of the Starfleet that takes out the trash and delivers pizza. Pretty much. They're the Ubers. Or the Skip the Dishes or the DoorDash. Could be prick or penis. Probably did it to beat the YouTube Super Chat censor. Miss Piggy would be a Tellarite because she likes fighting everyone. Alright, cool. I can come back now because my kid wasn't doing what I thought he was doing, so that's fine. So, well, yes, welcome, Admiral. I salute you, sir. Joseph, anti-trekker earlier said Picard was Toda, too old to act. I totally agree. Yeah, and it's sad seeing it, actually. Multi-gunman, who made your Captain Foley knit a doll? It's pretty cool, I like it. My mother-in-law. I have a Samuel here, too. Largest eagle moth Voyager seems to be 25 centimeters. There was an Alien versus Star Trek comic. Never came out, sadly, but you can see the art online. Oh, really? Sweet. Sci-Fi Nation. If Starfleet is headquartered in San Francisco, why didn't they know where Alameda was? Alameda, right? Hezraz. Well, it is what it is. He's a Shakespearean actor and still has his moments in him. The powers that be have decreed it. Your son, he's with Tindy in the shower. No, he's not. He wishes. JB, Cap, gotta get scary and yell at the baby boy. I'm not gonna get scary. It's fine. Animal is definitely a tribble. You have a new admiral on deck. We do, and it means a lot. So thank you. Leapaw Swiftback, $5. Wouldn't be a nighttime fully live without him yelling at the kid. This is my favorite part of the live. LOL quiet. Oh shit, that's a super chat. Poof. Do you want to yell at him this time? No? Okay. That's fair. I don't have to yell at him actually, so it's fine. Yeah. Hold on. Let me throw that son of a bitch on randomize. Here we go. Vulcan Xenomorph, same as a regular Xenomorph, but attacks with facts and logic. Joseph, he still thinks he does American Dad pretty well. I think he still does American Dad pretty well. Sure. Quiet should be the tagline for Foley After Dark. Sit down and shut up. Yeah. If your son is up to something, it's your duty as a dad to walk in and embarrass him, especially if his friend over goes double if he's brought a girl home. Hell yeah, man. World War III places were destroyed and nuked. It makes sense that a few hundred years that certain areas will cease to exist. That's true. That is true. That's why Alameda's not there. Eric Martin throws in $5. Oh, okay, here we go. Boop. Why aren't we seeing Troy? Wasn't she with Riker on the Titan? Seeing her try to console Boimler would have been hilarious. He's so wound up. I know. I think they should have had her on as well. I think that would have been great. That being said, I don't really like Marina Sirtis, so I really don't care. So there's no reason for her to be there all the time. So there's that. But yes, her dealing with Boimler would be hilarious, actually. So I totally agree with you, even though I hate Marina Sirtis. Well, hate's maybe a strong word. I dislike her, the actress. So, yeah. There you go. Super chats, bring in the puppet. Bring in the puppets. Bring in the puppets. I don't know. Don't ask. Just probably better that way. Project Achieva. According to that time travel Voyager episode, SoCal is underwater in the future. Trek Parenting 101. Kid stays out later than normal. Dad mode. Dress up as Q with throne and wait for him. If he asks if this is a trial, you say, trial never ends. Fleetpaw says, check out Geeky Sheep on Facebook to see more of the Grand Admiral's Stuart's mother-in-law's wares. Thank you very much for sharing that, Fleetpaw. Yes, Geeky Sheep Canada on Facebook. You can definitely see some of the stuff she's made, which is really cool. Don't care about wars and nuclear bombs, so she's on pregnancy. No, she's not. Feed me Seymour. Borg probably couldn't assimilate the xenomorphs. I mean, acid blood could take down a Borg or two. In fact, ultimate weapon against the Borg. Dum dum dum. Are your fingers crossed for Burton to become a permanent Jeopardy host? I don't really care. I don't watch Jeopardy, but yes, would be great. I heard that he's not, though. I heard some lady and another guy are going to be trading off. Bill says, how do you not like Marina? Her boobs are awesome. I mean, they were, but now she looks like she's like the typical Italian grandmother. Um, I don't know, and she's just a bitch. She's just a bitch to the fans. I don't know who hid your message, Bill, but mods, I don't know why you're hiding that message. It's perfectly fine. She always tells the same fucking stupid stories, and she thinks she's funny. She is not. If you've seen her more than once, you're going to hear the same stories, the same shit, and I hate that she calls them space suits or space suits. And then she tells the story about her driving the ship. Oh, I get to drive the ship. And it's like, have you actually read the script because you crashed the ship? Like, it's just, I just can't stand her. Every time I've seen her, it's always the same 3 fucking stories every time. Anyway, that's whatever. It's fine. I wish he would have. I've loved him so far. What? Who? What? What makes you dislike Marina? Bad acting. She turned you down one time at a convention. She did not turn me down at a convention. Her acting's all right. She just rubs me the wrong way. She's just. Any other references anyone else really loved? There were a lot of references. Like I said, there's Horta Egg, a Mirror Universe flag. The Infinite Vulcan thing was fantastic. There was Khan's necklace. There was the what's the kind of probe? There's a probe from the Valiant, from Where No Man Has Gone Before, the first syndicate or the first production episode of TOS. First Assault Vampire was there. Like Abraham Lincoln, the Excalbion was awesome. There's a lot of really great references. But yes, I do like the fornication helmet. I mean, the character of Troy, it's around the time she would have been pregnant with Thaddeus. It's true. It's true, actually. You think that would warrant a mention. Eric Martin, you need to get Sam that Kayla's helmet for when he does his Kaylash impression. Sure. Geek Dad 978. How many references were there on the collector ship? Too many. We'll be going through those tomorrow in a video, so it'll be released in the next couple days. So just keep an eye out for that. Feed Me Seymour. I would like to see the other Deep Space Nine and like 1 through 8, even if just mentioned. Where are they? What would they look like? Deep Space Nine gets all the credit. Sirstus is kind of like Shatner and Horses Done, eh? Marina Sirtis? Yes. She's just an idiot. I don't know. I just don't like her. For multiple reasons. Boring, maybe. Bitch might, maybe harsh. Don't care. I call lots of people a bitch. And some people get really offended. It's like, well, I didn't call you the C word, and I could. She's definitely not one of those, but she is a bitch, in my opinion. So I'm allowed to say if I think she's a bitch. It's Sheldon's wife, aka Blossom, actress from The Big Bang Theory. What are you talking about, Ozzy? JB, pretty much all the actors from all the Trek shows call the uniforms spacesuits. I know, but the way she says it is just... The way she tells the story is fucking irritating. They're not spacesuits, they're uniforms. Anyway, I'm not even going to talk about it because it's pissing me off just thinking about it. Hold on. Didn't Voyager launch from Deep Space Nine? Wouldn't it have made sense to return there instead of going the long way home? The fuck are you talking about? We recently talked about this. If you look at the galactic map in the Star Trek map book, the distance from where Voyager was with the caretaker in the Delta Quadrant to Earth, and the distance from the caretaker to the Gamma Quadrant entrance to the wormhole is about the same. So why go to the Gamma Quadrant wormhole entrance when you literally have to get to that specific point to use the wormhole, when you can just head in the direction of your home and run into the Beta and, you know, the different quadrants, the different, like the Romulan air, space, whatever space is before the Federation space, you're still moving towards your home. If something happens, you get halfway there, which is like, okay, let's say for 75 years, right? You get halfway there, so 30 years travel. All of a sudden something happens to the Gamma Quadrant wormhole you don't even fucking know about. Travel another 30 years, find out it's not even there. Wormholes are notoriously not stable. So to bank on that instead of just heading towards your home, which even if something happens, you're still heading that way, they're going to be expanding out. Like, eventually you're going to find each other. Why go the opposite goddamn direction? So I don't know if that's what you mean, Feed Me Seymour, but yeah, Marina's kind of a nasty person, and her character was the worst of the main crew. No thanks. Thank you, Joseph. No, it was DS9 in the pilot episode. It was built at Utopia Planitia. We actually see it in the shipyard at Utopia Planitia, Mars, when 709 goes back in time. Yes, it only stopped at the Delta or at Deep Space Nine. The therapist seems very emotional. He starts crying about Data. Sort of episode. Occasionally you come across people that you just don't like. It's just a feeling. I feel the same way about James Franco. See, I like James Franco. But yeah, it's exactly, I think it's a past life thing. You knew him in a past life and they were assholes or something. Yeah, I've just never liked Marina Sirtis. Marina punched the fan recently. Oh, for fuck's sakes, this story is blown out of proportion. I've already corrected this. She said she wasn't attractive as she used to be. She didn't punch him. She hit him in the arm and said, "That's not a very nice thing to say. How would you like that if somebody said that to you? And but what if it was your mother or your whatever?" And she reamed him out for 5 minutes. She didn't punch the guy, but the way they make the fucking article is, "Oh yeah, she punched a guy, like slugged him." Like, no, she hit him in the shoulder and said, "That's not very nice. Don't say things like that." So this whole "she punched somebody" bullshit is bullshit. So stop perpetuating the bullshit. Carol Marcus and JJ Prize 2.0 was pretty hot. Carol Marcus was fucking super hot in the darkness. Alice Eve. Got my picture with Alice Eve. Yeah, she's a fucking beautiful woman. I figure Deep Space One has got to be Klingon. Makes sense if it was the closest, but the farthest at the time for Federation. And as years go on. Is Marina your least favorite Trek actor you've met? No. Thinking. There's a few I don't like, but no, I think Tim Russ is probably more unlikable. Mariner in a towel made me wean. Need to tell. Mariner and Tendi in a towel, yeah, and why fuzz out? I know why, obviously, but the sonic shower was doing its thing. But whatever. I want somebody that needs to remaster that scene with full nudity. Okay, enough on Marina. He's right. She's a horrible at conventions, but those Hooters. Yep. Someone needs to make a 3D interactive map for Star Trek that we can move around and look at. Maybe VR it up. Yeah, I think that'd be great. Eric Martin, if Cerritos went to DS9, they would probably hit one of the upper docking pylons. Bryce, speaking of people who, well, in this case, are weirdos in real life, the Blossom, Sheldon's wife lady, is batshit crazy in real life. I don't doubt that. JB, good point, Cap. Also, Janeway might not have wanted to go to the Gamma Quadrant and risk getting detected during the beginnings of the Common War as well. Or the Dominion War. Yes, absolutely. Richie Appel, it's a shame that sonic showers also have a built-in sensor bar. I wonder what missions Voyager J went on. That episode was awesome, says Bryce. Voyager crew also couldn't know if the wormhole would still be there when they went for it. I mean, how many times in DS9 did they talk about collapsing it? Absolutely. Yeah. Um, Not a very nice thing to say. Nope, not one darn bit. She went all Karen on the fan at most. Yeah. And punching him was just hit him in the shoulder. Like, that's rude. Like, punching somebody. You hear this, somebody punched them. You think, across the fucking face. It's not what happened. Soto from Enterprise is the hottest girl in Trek, in my opinion. Soto. Oh, you mean Hoshi? Totally fucking disagree with you. Oh, no. No. She's one of my least favorite characters, and I don't find her attractive at all. So, but anyway, to each their own. I mean, this is why we find different people attractive. So, as guys and friends, we don't end up killing each other over the same woman. We all have different likes, and you can have her, and you know, that's how it works. Fake news, punch the guy. Come on. Detmer is Captain Foley's mega boss. Detmer can. Yeah, I definitely hate her more than Searches. Absolutely. The actor that plays Detmer, she's the C word. Bryce, I heard that she didn't punch the guy, but she reached down into a nearby console and pulled out a handful of rocks, and she reached into her bag and pulled out her whip and her bat that had fucking spikes sticking out of it and beat him to death. There you go. There's a headline for you. Shame comedian Sean Locke has passed away. The name doesn't ring a bell. I'm sure I probably know who he is, but I forgot the Titan looks like an Aries and Axana are very similar. Hezraz, wise advice in general. Before you mention how someone looks worse and ugly as they age, look at yourself in the mirror, or at the very least admit that you ain't the hottest shit. Workout 6. My per wallet, $753 Canadian, took advantage of Game Print. 15% off, 48-hour flash sale. I'm waiting for Labor Day, 20% off. Just ordered 21 ships. Unfortunately, I ordered my Federation Luna class, not my KDF tune. Fuck, dude, that's a lot of money. A lot of ships coming too, but that's awesome. I didn't know there was a sale going on. Hezraz, can't stand those old guys that think they're shit and make comments and look like Nosferatu just saying hello. Well, the guy wasn't old. He was probably like 30. He was probably in his 30s, from what I've heard of the actual altercation. He wasn't an old guy. Bryce says, ironically, every version of Voyager got lost in the Delta Quadrant. It is weird. Feed me Seymour. Seen the lineup for the Trek in UK London. Looks like they have the entire crew of Voyager coming. LOL. Bet Samuel is looking at the web page a lot. Are you implying that his screen is covered with goo? I don't know. I don't know if he's going. I don't know if I'm going. We'll see. I'm meaning that for everyone in general. Okay. She reached down in her bag and pulled out her Goddess of Empathy costume. Sorry, couldn't resist. Captain Robert April, if you listen carefully to the exchange between T'Pol and Hoshi, and Hoshi's response, it's pretty clear she's telling T'Pol to go screw herself. Okay. Hoshi is okay. T'Pol is way hotter. Yes, I didn't find T'Pol super hot at first. She kind of like grew on me, but yeah, yeah. The Titan looks so good in this episode. Agree. Detmer equals Kurtzman's low budget 7 of 9. Speaking of, I don't know if you guys have seen the latest What If episode on Disney Plus, but Nebula in that episode looks like 7 of 9. She's got the same kind of implant thing over her eye. Why did Boimler have to go back in rank when he went to the Cerritos? I don't know. That's a stupid idea. Stupid. Yeah, let's see how they like it with their aft hanging out. I love that line. That was great. I'd take DePaul with a decon jelly over Hoshi any day. Hell yeah, Eric. Jeremy, personally, I always had a thing for Nana Visitor. See, I never liked her either. I never liked her character. I never liked Kira. I don't like Bajoran women. I hate that wrinkle here. It always looks like they're pissed off. Like, and they're always bitches. So I don't like Bajoran women. I didn't like her character. I didn't like the actress. Since then, my tastes have changed. The actress is quite nice. But honestly, still not my type really. So Kezraz, Trekyards. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about a comment I saw on here on the chat. I didn't even know that happened, but it was just a passing comment, nothing to do with the talk. What did I? Kezraz. Can't stand those old guys. Oh, those old guys. Okay, gotcha. Geek Dad says, I bet Captain Archer loved using the decon shell whenever possible. Yeah. Archer's like, I need an away team. Hoshi, Paul, Ensign Smith over there, you can come too. But sir, those are all totally unqualified people for this mission. Yeah, I don't care. See in a bit. We're taking the shuttle pod down. When we come back up, we're going to need decon for a little while. So Nano Visitor is the intendant. As intendant, super hot. Not really. Bryce, Boimler Prime, Boimler Alpha, Boimler Blue. The last is a Zeely sequence joke. I see to see who gets it. I don't. Bill says ranked in order 7 of 9 to Paul, Deanna, Jadzia, Ezri, Rand, Uhura, Kira. Oh my fucking Christ, no. Jadzia is top of that, then Ezri. Then to Paul, then 7 of 9, then Uhura. I mean, Kira should be up there somewhere. I probably forgot her. Rand is. Oh, no. I'm sorry. No. No. Rand is not at all attractive in the slightest, littlest bit. Not even 60s attractive. Why are we talking about this? Let's talk about the fucking episode. She reached down and pulled out a toasted tea cake. What do we call the different Boimlers? Maybe we call it other Boimler, William Boimler. Yeah, probably. Would the actress that played Dr. Pulaski when she played on TOS was hot? Even the animal there. No, she wasn't even hot then. She was more attractive, but she was not anywhere hot. And I can't stand her voice even in TOS. It's not a complete package for me. It's like, ooh, no. Curtis, me and Nana visitors share the same birthday. That's cool. I really like the intendant from the alternate reality. I'm a fan of I'm not a fan of the What If Marvel show. Second episode raised way too many questions, like the writer didn't know the history. Quill's mom called him Star-Lord, so how did Black Panther get the name? Yeah, that's interesting, but who cares? It's a goddamn What If episode. Give it a break. If you'd read the comics, you'd understand that it's just silly shit that happens. But I thought the exact same thing. Matt Borman says, I may have some live action images of the Cerritos. Dun, dun, dun. BJ Tron likes Major Kira. Good for you. Richie says, why did the Packlids hide their cheese ball snacks under a Packlid dummy? Because they're fucking Packlids. And they're dummies. So I don't know. I would love to see other Vulcans dissing each other. Black Panther Star-Lord convinces Thanos to change his mind. So basically the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe plot. We all know Baitor and of the Duras sisters is the hottest. Ezri, definitely cutest main cast character ever. mention of Dr. Helen Noel. Oh, Dr. Helen Noel. Oh, there you go. There's some really hot ladies in TOS, but Diana Muldair was not one of them. Boimler Cerritos, and the other could be Boimler Titan. Everyone knows Tendi is your waifu. I mean, Tendi's pretty great. But actually, I've got more of a thing for Mariner now. So I've got her top undone. You see the cleavage. She's pretty sexy, I'm saying. Tendi is too, but Tendi was not as attractive. Like when I first saw Tendi, I'm like, ooh, she's going to be my favorite. She really isn't. Her personality is a little bit for me. Mariner is more my thing. I didn't like Mariner until like episode 4 of season 1, so yeah. Roberta Lincoln, easy on the eyes, TOS. Roberta Lincoln was pretty hot. She was pretty cute. Jadzia should pop up in Lower Decks, not dead somehow. Then boom, put her in another Star Trek. Watch Boimler come back first. I think the twin has beamed back first, and the OG Boimler took the shuttle. Sci-Fi Nation Tilly is Foley's waifu. Yeah, Tilly for the fucking win. Bob, I like the thought of the chemical reaction in sonic showers cause literally an artifacting. Also, I want a set of towels with Delta logos. Right? But Bob, seriously, where's the fun in having a sonic shower with your significant other then? Just saying. Esri was hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot. Bryce says they can bleak, yes, and there's no real starting place. The time period jumps all over the place. Maybe start with the short story Vacuum Designs or the novel Time Like Infinite. What the fuck are we talking about? I'm out of the loop, apparently. Could you see how all those people were getting burned or skin ripped off because of the sonic shower war? Yeah, their hair, they were red when they left. And why was Nebula blonde? Thought all Kree had blood. She probably dyed it. I mean, dye exists. She wanted to be different. I thought she looked great. Did Troy's mother ever go to a convention? I'm sure she did, yeah. Who's got bigger puppies? Between who, Mariner and Tendi? I don't know. They do draw Tendi quite voluptuous sometimes with certain angles. More so than Mariner, I think. I don't know. If that's what you mean by puppies. And I think that's what you mean by puppies. Bill says, was there a ship or a class of ship called the Baran? And was the name after Soviet space shuttle? Yes, there was the Baran. It is the class of ship from Discovery that was, I believe that was actually Lorca's ship. Prime Lorca's ship was the USS Baran. Christopher Gray. Crap, I joined late. Just finished watching this Lower Decks episode, but good to see you, Captain. Good to see you as well, Christopher. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hit that like button if you haven't already. 130. Honestly, I'd like to get another $30 in super chats if possible. That'd be great if you're able to. Don't forget, every time you send a super chat, I get turned into a puppet. Well, not really, but the puppet me shows up. Romulan Commander TOS Enterprise incident looking great. She was alright. She was alright. I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers, but she's nothing special. Robert April, sadly, Terry Gar did not enjoy her time on Star Trek and doesn't even like to acknowledge she was ever on the show. Terry Gar, who is that? Roberta Lincoln? I don't know who Terry Gar is. Richie says, where will Mariner, Tendi, and Rutherford store their stuff now that Boimler's back? I don't know. That sounds like a them problem. The captain wants a cardboard stand-up of Tilly. Absolutely, I would. Buck, yes, absolutely. Sci-Fi Nation. Star Trek continues had an actress that reprised the role, the Romulan Commander role from Balanced Terror. Looks, sounded, and acted identical. Mannerisms and all. It was great. Fan film follow-up. Yeah, she did. It was good casting for sure. Major Barrett was a fixture at cons. Wouldn't mind taking Jayla's edge off. What? Mariner is more on the beans on toast side of body type. Beans on toast. Jesus Christ. If you could cast a live action Lower Decks, who would play the main cast? The main cast. Jack Quaid should play Boimler. The lady that does Mariner should do Mariner because they look exactly like the characters. So, Bryce, I lived in Germany as a teen and used unisex nude Santa's bathrooms. Discovered later when I was using a urinal and two American girls walked in. We were all surprised, but then I got over it. Oh, okay. Matt Boardman, that was because it was her daughter playing the role her mother played. Oh, yes, for Star Trek Continues. Yes, it was the daughter or granddaughter. I think it was the granddaughter of the original actress. He's holding the puppet. Yes, Mrs. Roddenberry did go. I've even met her a lot in person. A very awesome lady. Area 51, $2. Poof, you're a puppet. I am a little puppet man. Arr. Arr, yar, yar, yar. I am the puppet Captain Foley. If you tune in tomorrow to our edited review of this episode, you may see the puppets again. Puppet Foley and Puppet Cockings doing their review of this episode. Ha. So, if you're interested, I don't know why I have a goddamn accent. But thank you for the super chat. You have poofed me into existence, and for that, I love you. Mwah. Ha 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 ha. Goodbye now. There you go. He's kind of an idiot, but... Gene says they had to demote him to ensign because he was going back with the lower deckers, and it wouldn't have worked as well if he was... Well, obviously, yes, but that's not why... That's for the... Yes, that's why. Matt Borman says, I had the privilege of working on every Star Trek News episode. That's awesome. Bill says, I was wondering if they pulled the name Baran from the real-life space shuttle program. That program was scrapped, and yeah, they probably did. Which the Baran was probably named after something as well, a person or whatever. But Ezraz, I kind of started to like the dynamic between Jet and Mariner. Then they just tossed him out the trash. Well, hopefully he's not gone. Hopefully he'll still kind of be a thing in future episodes. Terry Garr was the secretary from the TOS assignment Earth. That was a big guy. Yeah, so Roberta Lincoln. That's who I thought it was. So who cares if she didn't like her time on the show? She was on it for 5 seconds. Anyway, that was supposed to be a pilot or a spin-off show for the whole Gary 7 thing, and just never happened, which is a bit of a shame. Ensign Rowe, she's hot. Ensign Rowe is fucking not hot at all. The woman who played Jean Grey was also in TNG about getting married. She was the one that Psychic linked with Picard. She was super hot in that episode, but later she's not so super hot. I don't know. But Rowe, no. No. Rowe's not hot at all. Not attractive in the fucking least. But yeah, Jean Grey, I mean, when she was younger, yeah, absolutely. Oh, it is the daughter, okay. In the place where everyone is naked all the time, people get used to it. Nudity is normal for continental Europeans. This is true. Feed Me Seymour, talking of granddaughters, whatever happened to Sulu's Enterprise B I don't know. Ensign Rowe was not hot. Thank you, Captain Casey Stewart. I agree. Not gonna lie, I'm also getting a girl crush on Mariner. Spartan, no commentary. He has to be having the time of his life. Cuts to the Titan under fire. Why did the collector sound like he was from the Bronx? I don't know. Baran is Russian for blizzard. Okay, I did not know that. Thank you, Robert April. Are you guys saying that you are very animated over Mariner? Yes. Yes. Baran means blizzard in Russian. Baran is Russian for snowstorm or blizzard. I guess Baran is Russian for blizzard. I thought it would have been funny if it was higher ranked than Mariner. If he was a higher rank. I agree. But she's already been ranked up and back down a few times, so Baran is Russian for snowstorm. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you, BJ Turon. Donnie's got to go. See you later, Donnie. Thank you for stopping by. Phoebe Seymour, been playing Star Trek Online a lot. Anyone know how to sell your junk on a new ship and can't afford to buy Klingon coins or whatever the currency is to buy one? I have no idea. Ensign Rowe is annoying. I actually can't believe they wanted to put her in DS9. I know. Is it weird that Ensign Rowe would not get it, but then again, Admiral Kane from BSG would? No, I haven't seen her in BSG. I think I've seen an image of her, but she's got like a totally different hairstyle with like bangs and like. So, I get what you're saying. She's still not attractive. But yeah, Rowe is less attractive because, for multiple reasons. SC Scout Guy, is it? Oh, I heard that one already. She was in Battlestar Galactica as Admiral Kane, yes. Could you imagine if they did a Gary 7 series now? How messed up would it be? Shudder. I would not watch that. I think it could be really good. Go to your inventory, then tab the replicator, and then sell. There you go. Bryce says, I like the unisex showers in Trek and Starship Troopers, but if we had unisex bathrooms and showers in the future, how are we supposed to harass the transgenders? We'll have to start treating them like people. See, I'm pretty sure that's a joke, and at least it better be a joke, Bryce. I'm glad that the mod that hit it, but I just wanted to address it. That better be sarcasm. Eric Martin, if I had to get stuck in decon, I'd pick the Ashley Judd character from TNG. Oh, Robin Leffler. Ha. Yeah. Hezraz, we need Savick. Lower Decks should do a joke about Spock's secret wife. A thing some fight over. Canon versus non-canon. Oh, it must have been Fleet Pilot that dealt with that. Thank you, Fleet Pilot. Bill, who was the actress that played the Bajoran on Lower Decks episode of TNG that the Cardassian took across the border and was killed? She was hot. She was also not hot. I don't know what it is about Bajoran women, but she was in the original episode of Lower Decks. But yeah, not attractive. Not attractive. I don't know what her name was, though. Rowan Riker hooked up at least once, yes. Hey, Cap, I'm done. Been working since 3, and now it's almost midnight. I'm going to sleep. All right. Good luck, Olivia. Hope everything's okay. Baran is Russian for well. We tried. Oh, my God. What about that admiral who relieved Picard in Chain of Command? Nechayev? Is that who you're talking about? She's also not attractive. Nice lady, but not attractive. The actress, I mean. BJ Charon, $2. Bling. Oh, look. Oh, the super chats have summoned us. Baran is Russian for Ontario in winter. Say what? No. Bryce says, hey, how come Discovery only had one translator on the ship and no spares? And can build a time suit from blueprints, but can't make a Don't ask, man. Do you all realize that we are already more than halfway through the number of episodes that we were for the TOS animated series? With season 1 and 2, yeah. Hezraz, when I was in Germany, there was a unisex bathrooms. It wasn't weird. It was different at first because I wasn't used to it, but you get used to it really fast. It makes life easier. Absolutely agree. I think it would be a lot simpler. I'm sure all the male crewmen who were looking at Tandy were green with envy. Ha ha ha. Gary 7 series is a better idea than Section 31 show if you're looking for a new Star Trek spy. Hey, I absolutely agree. Although I'm sure Gary 7 will show up in that or something. I could see that happening. Okay, maybe I was wrong, but I was watching Star Trek Enterprise. Was it just me or was the space CGI shots worse than they were we saw in Deep Space Nine in the Voyager era? It's like they went back in time. You're wrong, but thanks for coming. Captain Jellicoe took command of the Enterprise and Enterprise D in Chain of Command. Yes, he did. War God 6. There's no reason for the adults to judge, hate any LGBT who cares. I'm glad you defended them, and we don't have to like it. We don't have to like, but it's their lives. Let them be free. They aren't hurting anyone. Yeah, exactly. Just let people be who they are. And I'm pretty sure Bryce. I hope Bryce was just being sarcastic. Yeah, totally not cool, especially here. Ishtar, have been just the episode I saw. What? I'm getting my eyes. Ow. All right. Hezraz, I think there are 2 blonde Admiral chicks in TNG who are dicks. I get them confused. Bryce, yes, it is sarcasm. Thank God. Sorry, Bryce. I thought so. But I believe in the idic, and I find the whole bathroom is nonsense stupid. Okay, good. All right, then, yes, it's fine. If we go unisex, maybe all this nonsense arguments, anti-trans bullies will go away. Okay, thank you. Bryce, sorry, man. Yeah, that was... I see what you were doing, and it's fine. Fancy toilet was just a hole in the floor, very unisex in France. Wow. Commander Shelby, is she hot? I mean, when I was younger, I thought Commander Shelby was kind of hot, but now not so much. She's all right. I don't know. She's not really. No, I don't think she's hot. Hey Cap, did Robin Curtis look better as Savick or her TNG character in Gambit? I preferred her in Gambit, actually. Eric says, unisex bathrooms, no way have you ever seen the lines at the ladies' room at bars. Hey, that's a good point, too. My stupid autocorrect keeps changing translator to translator to translator. It's trying to translate it for you. Yes, and Olivia Julius, being part of the LGBT community, I thank you for the support. So, yeah, absolutely. Everybody is welcome here. We don't like any kind of hate bullshit. I just wanted to address that, and yeah. Man. AR says, I hate how some people criticize Lower Deck's art style as too Rick and Morty-esque. A little simplistic, maybe, but Rick and Morty character designs are hideous. Yeah, the way they draw the eyes in Rick and Morty are really stupid. I just can't stand it. And I wasn't a fan when we were leading up to Lower Decks. I wasn't a fan of the animation, but I don't care anymore because it's so good, and the animation I actually enjoy it now. So, BJ Turan, the whole point of this One Piece TNG female uniform was the upper bra support was to make everyone hot. So perhaps a pointlessly endless topic. That's also why they had scants too, to be a unisex uniform. You saw the guys wearing them, whatever. It's like in the future, Gene wanted to get that across that it doesn't fucking matter. AR, that said, I wish I could get an animated series with she style of Gary Mitchell's rap sheet and Strange Energies. Oh yeah, you like the animated style of Gary. Yeah, it wasn't the original animated series style. It was a little different. It was a little more stylized, and it was actually really nice. I would love to see an animated series like that. I agree. Pleepa, any hate will be dealt with mercilessly. We do not tolerate it here, and you will be given a one-way ticket out the airlock. Yeah, I'm sorry I even read the goddamn comment. It was hidden for a reason, but I I know Bryce, I think, well enough to know that he was making a joke and stabbing, like poking fun at the dumb assholes that do bully people. So that's why I wanted to read it. I hesitated for a second, but thank you for hiding it, Fleetpot. It was the perfectly right thing to do. So, had a fanfic concept to resurrect Jadzia in which her personality is taken from Esri and permanently merged into the sample of Odo, like in Facet. Ooh, that's cool. Sci-Fi Nation says, to Olivia, no need to explain yourself to anyone. We who are truly about community accept you no matter what. Yeah, accept everyone, man. Let's see. Phoebe Seymour, episode of Voyager, episode where B'Elanna has her DNA changed to full Klingon and back of my mind. I was like, Tropic Thunder, you never go full Klingon. Just watched Tropic Thunder 2 weeks ago. You never go full Klingon. Yeah. Jeremy Caulfield, TOS Miko Mayama from A Taste of Armageddon. Miko Mayama. I have no idea who the fuck that is. We forgot Lita. No, we didn't. Oh. Me love me some Lita. Chase Masterson's amazing. We met her in Vegas in 2013, me and my wife, before we got married. And she knew we were there to get married, so she like gave us a huge hug, which was really great, by the way. She also gave us a copy of her jazz album. She signed it for us. She gave us some free pictures. One's made out to me. It says, to Stuart, with love and Dabo, Chase Masterson. And it's just, she was fantastic. But yes, Lita for the win. Woohoo! Hezraz, apparently Rick and Morty creators are really strict about how it is drawn. One guy decided not to draw the prescribed way for the eyes and was fired. Well, it's just stupid. Gene says, and did anyone catch the William reference? What William reference? Or you want to change his name to William? Yes, everyone did, I think. How did Giant Spock die? We don't know. That's the whole point. Is it natural death or was he murdered? Eric Martin, Lower Decks has so many canon references, you almost need this closed captioning on to catch it all. I like it. You also need to freeze frame and see the backgrounds. And Eric, I don't know if you did this on purpose, but canon, in the way you mean it, only has one end. Two ends is a weapon. Although canon with one end, Star Trek canon can be used as a weapon. However, I just like to educate people. There are two kinds of cannons. Star Trek canon is only one end. It probably auto-corrected. Just saying. The collector probably didn't feed him and he starved to death. Yeah, after he hung him to the ceiling. Like, you know how those people put the hooks through their skin and they like suspend themselves? He did that to them and he just forgot to feed them, yeah. Kevin Smith should make an animated Trek series. He did so well with Masters of the Universe, LOL. Okay, that's a bit harsh, and I'm not judging the show until full series release. Yeah, no shit, man. You can't. Speaking of, have you seen the new fucking He-Man? He-Man in the Masters of the Universe? I fucking despise the style that's in. The trailer came out, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Kevin Smith had the style down fine, but there's a new one? What were they thinking? Gene says, I wouldn't put too much energy into worrying about the Boimler transporter issues because they really don't matter that much. Kevin Smith should do nothing. Whatever. I think Kevin Smith did a great job with Revelations. So, Lita 10 out of 10. Hezraz, anyone notice that my favorite what the fuck Vulcan dude is back on Lower Decks? He was at the end of the bar. The guy was touching his shoulder. Yeah, I did notice that. It looks like somebody was telling him a joke and he wasn't understanding it. Fleetbot. Chase Masterson was in town a few years ago for Birminghampton SciCon, where she spoke about her time on Trekyards and gave an anti-bullying talk. I sadly was unable to attend, but heard it was epic. What? Chase Masterson's never been on Trekyards. I don't think he meant to put Trekyards. But, yeah. William, huh? No, my legal name is William. Call me Bill. It's Bill. Sci-Fi Nation. To be fair, there was an animated Jay and Silent Bob thing way back when. Yes, there was. There was one season of it. There was a pretty significant negative reaction to the Smith Masters of the Universe. There was, but they're wrong, because the first episode is fucking phenomenal, and we haven't seen the whole thing. We're at the Empire Strikes Back ending. The what the fuck? You know, we're halfway through. We have 5 episodes under our belt. We have 5 more to go. I will not judge it until it's done. If the last 5 don't meet up to my, then I'll pan it. I'll pan it. But as for what I've seen so far, I understand a lot of people's problems with it, but I really don't care. Suck it up, move on, enjoy it, or don't watch it, don't talk about it, whatever. But you can't judge it until it's finished, and it's not finished. So JT Gamer, can't wait to see the episode where the ship leaves behind. Well, the new He-Man was made for kids, for today's kids. Yeah, it is. I would compare the animation more to Futurama. For lower decks, yeah, I agree. Eric, okay, so it's spelled canon and dilithium is a fuel source, right? Gotcha. Eric? We'll have words next time I see you. BJ Tron. We need a she-shirt franchise. Canon with one N is not a weapon unless it's Star Trek canon. USS Snoochie Boochins. Boimler and the Transporter just don't go well together. Chef Cook, I met Lita and she gave me a... my mind went somewhere else. I met Lita and she gave me a big hug and I fed her puppies. I got her autograph. Please tell me that fed her puppies meant she had dogs with her. I thought it was like I pressed up against her puppies when I'm reading it because I got dyslexia, so I like see the other words and I try to fill in the blanks and yeah. So I thought I felt I pressed up against her puppies or something like that. And it's like, ugh. Gene says, I like the fact that everyone else is running with emergency at hand and Boimler is always screaming. He did a good job though with the helm. He did exactly what he was ordered to do. He didn't freeze up. He didn't hesitate. So. Fleet Paw, yeah, I type Trekyards so much that my phone autocorrects Trek to Trekyards. That's hilarious. He's got fans. Apparently he's called Buddy the Vulcan on Tumblr. Giant Spock is a clone. Eric, Fleet Paw's like, no, don't send him off on a rant. He's going to boot you now. See, Fleet Paw, Eric, I actually know. He actually lives in Woodstock. Well, I just doxed you online, Eric. He lives in that area, and he's not far from me, about 40 minutes away. So we've met up, we've had like a lunch together, he's fixed my bike, so. Broken speaker, $2. Boom. Yeah, you're here for another super chat. Sonic shower fight, priceless. 7 more likes. Ooh, let's get 6 more likes. Let's get to 150. We're at 69 people watching with 144 likes, guys. Let's hit that like button and get to 150. 6 more, guys. Gene said, I really don't like the voice of the Temerian officer. I just don't find... It just doesn't have the fullness to it. JT Gamer, I saw the ship's Cerritos leave them behind while they were walking on another ship in a trailer. Well, it's more like a satellite that they're on, but yes. Feed me Seymour. Kevin Smith Trek. I'm Captain J, and this is my hetero Klingon life mate, Silent Bob of the USS Chronic, boldly going where no Bong has ever gone before. Libby says, I want my pug. Oh, no, you said pugs are so last year or whatever, last time I showed you the pug, so you're going to get no more pug. What happened to the lady who pays Cuss? She's gone. She has mental health issues. I'm not going to get into that. Speaking of, she was never attractive either. Oh, the jazz. What was the deal with the animated series episode with Giant Spock? What was the explanation for him existing? I guess you gotta go watch the episode. because I honestly don't remember. It's just called the Infinite Vulcan. He was created for a specific purpose. Go watch it. I don't remember. When are they going to make Starfleet Academy? Feed me, Seymour. Seriously. Jeremy says I generally dislike CGI animation. Well, I feel bad for you because I've always loved it. Even Beast Wars. I still think Beast Wars is great. 2 more likes, guys. Hit that like button. So is the sonic shower correct, or are they supposed to be different? No, they're correct. They use sound waves. Feed me, Seymour. I'm looking forward to the new Ghostbusters movie, as am I. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Kayla says fornication and what? Yes. Hezraz, what scares me is the CGI is when CGI is so realistic you can't tell if it's CGI. Has happened a few times. Well, happened a lot in like movies like Marvel and stuff. You don't even realize it. There's a lot of CG stuff that is completely photoreal. So, but I like movies like the old Final Fantasy movie where you can tell it's CG, but it's close enough to being real. Where it's like that. I like that kind of animation. I really like. If you ever watch Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix, a lot of those animations that are CG are fantastic. They're realistic, but they're not realistic. It's kind of weird. So, is that giant Spock behind you next to giant Kirk? Absolutely, yes. See, those are actually really awful. Not a fan of those. I should probably get rid of them. I don't like the bodies on them. The likeness on Spock is pretty good, but the likeness on Kirk is fucking god awful. So the sonic showers just vibrate you. Well, no, they use sonic waves to take dirt off your body. They don't vibrate you. They clean you with sonics. They have sonic toothbrushes that you can use now. So, right. Sorry, I forgot. Sarcasm doesn't always come across in text. I apologize if I upset anyone. I've actually been watching a lot of Jessie Gender on the YouTubes. She is a huge Lower Decks fan. Yeah, no problem, Bryce. That's why I kind of had to address it because I'm like, I think I know Bryce well enough. He comments all the time, so I just wanted to make sure. So, and Whoop Whoop throws in $50. Wow, thank you, Whoop Whoop. I'll have a drink, even though there's nothing alcoholic in this. It's a slush puppy, and it's cotton candy flavor. I wonder if they have the option for a water. I would hope so. The OG Final Fantasy movie from the 90s is the best. Yes, I agree. Did the Orion ship member turn into a crab creature? Not this episode, no. Yes, Captain. It's both. I fed her puppies. I fed both her puppies. Okay. Good man. No, but thank you so much, Whoop Whoop. Welcome. Good to see you, sir. Ultrasonic cleaning is actually a thing. Not sure it would work on a squishy human, but on some objects it works reasonably well. Yeah, I mean, I used to work at People's Jewelers, and we had an ultrasonic ring cleaner. You put the ring in the little fluid thing, and you turn on the ultrasonic, and you see the fluid doing its thing. And the ring, it doesn't really move too much, but and it cleans all the little dirt and particles and stuff out of the little nooks and crannies of your ring. So. Call me a Luddite, but I never give up a nice hot shower, no matter how good the sonic vibes are in a sonic shower. I totally agree, Eric. What's a slush puppy? It's basically just like a slushy. Troy was taking a bath in her uniform one episode. Yes, and they have a bath with bubble bath in Insurrection, where she shaves Riker. Ultrasonic cleaning refers to the frequency being above the human hearing range, not speed of the wave. True. Crushed ice with syrup in a slush puppy is a slush puppy. Same with the slushy, but slushy Slush Puppy made the best flavors. I'm going to call it there. We're talking about Sonic Sours and Slush Puppies now, and my fucking eyes are starting to melt. So is my brain. But thank you guys so much for joining me. It has been a blast. Thank you, Whoop Whoop, for that last super chat. Thank you to everyone who super chatted. Oh, Whoop Whoop didn't even get the full super chat treatment with like the Captain Foley puppet. Thank you. Yeah, I'm in control now. All right, fine, whatever. Do your thing. Thank you guys for watching. Tune in tomorrow. Make sure you click that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell icon to all, please. There will be quite a few videos coming out about this episode in the next couple days. And tomorrow in the afternoon, we'll have an edited review in which these puppets will make an appearance. So keep your eyes out for that. And tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our full review and reaction and breakdown of this video scene by scene with the commander. So hopefully you enjoyed this live. Thank you so much for tuning in, as I said. And until next time, guys, I'm Captain Foley. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye. You need my help, don't you, to hit the stop button. Because you can't do it because you don't have capacitive touch hands. You're just a puppet, you little shithead. Yeah, you go over there. Probably gonna fucking murder me.